Hey guys, welcome to week 17 of Weight Loss Wednesday. 17, and because I'm filming today, May 1st, it has been exactly 4 months. 4 months since I have started this journey. January 1st was my check-in day, and it's been 4 freaking months. I can't even wrap my brain around that, like how quickly 2015 is going. Seriously. We're already 1 week from my goal. Check-in day, whatever you want to call it. We're leaving for California in literally 10 days. 10 days. So if you follow me on MyFitnessPal, then you know I lost 3.4 pounds this week. 3.4, which brings me to a grand total of 28 pounds. 28 pounds. I'm so thrilled. I only have 2 pounds. 2 pounds. And last week I literally was beating myself up. I was just thinking, I'm never going to make it. I'm never going to be able to lose 5.5 pounds by the time I leave. And I was so disappointed. And when I stepped on the scale today, I was like, I could not believe it. I stepped on a different scale, and then I got back on that scale, and I was like, oh my gosh, 3.4 pounds. I was just in awe. I was so proud of myself because I busted butt this week for sure. So I wanted to address a few things. I talked last week about maybe doing the 21 day fix again or doing a cleanse of some sort. I did neither one, which bad me. However, I'm happy that I lost 3.4 pounds, so I really can't complain. I didn't do the 21 day fix because I was really busy this last week. My work schedule just didn't. Sometimes when I schedule myself, I make my own schedule, and sometimes when I schedule myself, I have to schedule it 6 weeks in advance, so I don't think about other things that I may have going on, and so I try and schedule myself as best I can, but sometimes things end up interfering and I'm doing things back to back, and that's kind of what happened this past week. So I didn't have time to do the 21 day fix and meal prep, which is really, that just takes time, meal prepping. I didn't have time for that. And I did not do the cleanse because frankly I didn't want to be on the toilet day in and day out, because that's typically what happens when you're on a cleanse. I have to be at home or not having any plans to do a cleanse. I'm just being honest, because on a cleanse you clean out your system. You're losing a lot of water weight, and you know that's great for weight loss, to jumpstart a program or to finish off a program or whatever, but not to be at work. You know, when you're a nurse, you don't always get time to even go to the bathroom to pee, let alone sit there for other things, if you know what I mean, you know. So I didn't really want to do that, so I didn't. What I did do was I worked out. I did Zumba 5 days this past week, which was the most I've worked out since I started 4 months ago. I have not hit, I don't even think I hit 4 days, maybe 4 days, but I have not done 5, and this week I did 5, which was awesome, because when I do Zumba, depending on which Zumba class I do with which instructor, I lose anywhere from 400 to 700 calories. And it's just because of the intensity level, because I do one Zumba class that I only burn 400, and hers is very like low impact, you know, I'm not jumping around, high impact, like keeping my heart rate up and stuff. So I actually burn less calories, but it's more fat calories than muscle calories. When I'm in the higher impact Zumba class, I can burn up to 700 calories. However, I'm losing less calories from fat. This brings me to my next point. I actually had a couple questions on MyFitnessPal, and I've had several questions on my Weight Loss Wednesday videos asking about what I use to count my calories when I work out. So you guys know I use MyFitnessPal to count my food calories, what I'm intaking. To count the calories that I'm burning, I use 2 different things. When I work out, I will use Map My Run or Map My Walk, which is exactly like a map that you would look at, My Run or Map My Walk. I'll use that when I'm walking outside, or if I'm doing just other exercise in general. That tells you the steps or the distance that you've made. Whether, like, if I'm walking my neighborhood, it's GPS coordinates and stuff, so it'll tell me how many miles I went or how many steps I took if you're counting steps. Those are really good free apps to use, and it'll log your workouts every time, so you can save them so you can go back to a certain day to see. It also counts your calories, but it doesn't go based on your heart rate. I wish I had my heart rate monitor here. I do not have it here with me. I actually left it at work, so I can't show you, but I will insert a picture here. So I use the Polar FT4, I believe it's what it's called. I'll also have it linked down below. I don't think I've showed that to you guys before. I had a Polar watch a long time ago. It was a light pink one, and I used that for years. I've literally had it almost a decade. That's how good it was. And back then they were like $140 because it wasn't like an in thing to have. It wasn't like a Fitbit or Body Bugs, stuff like that. You know, you can get those a dime a dozen now. Back then they were very rare, I guess you could say, and expensive. So I've had that one forever, and I actually use that as a digital watch now for work because it tells me the time in military time, the day of the week, and the date of the month. So I use that for like birth times and crap like that. Anywho, I have another one, the Polar Fitness FT4, I believe is the name of it. Maybe PT4, I think it's a FT4, but anywho, I got that one recently to have at home to count my calories specifically when I work out. So the way that those work is it has a heart rate monitor that goes under your bust if you're a woman, and I mean I guess under your bust if you're a man too, but it has a heart rate monitor that measures your heart rate at all times constantly, connects to the watch. When you start the program on the watch, it'll tell you your heart rate, your target heart rate, how high, like the minimum and the maximum that your heart rate should be, and if you're within the zone, if it's burning fat calories or muscle building calories, how long you worked out for, and how many calories you burned. So typically that's what I use. Not necessarily for the time. I mean, I do care about the time, but I don't wear it all the time. I don't wear it all day. I just wear it when I'm working out. So I'll go to Zumba. The second I get in that Zumba class and I start moving, I start it. The second I'm done, I stop it, and it'll tell you exactly how many calories you burn. So some of you that have, like when I log my calories on my MyFitnessPal, I've got some messages like, you should use a heart rate monitor because I don't think you're burning enough calories. Because in MyFitnessPal, it's a great app to count your calories in, but I find when you just put in exercise, like let's say I was going to put in, I did 60 minutes of Zumba fitness, it'll say that I burned like 1,000 calories, which is not accurate. I mean, maybe some people burn 1,000 calories, but I guarantee you the majority of us don't, because I'm a big girl and I burn more calories just for the simple fact that I'm carrying around more weight, and my heart rate goes a lot higher than someone who's a lot more fit than I am and is a lot smaller than I am. It's more of a high impact for me when I'm bouncing my big old body around than for someone who's 100 pounds bouncing their body around. Does that make any sense? And the most I have ever burned doing Zumba was like almost 700 calories, and that's because I was like going for like 2 hours. So I really I don't think the exercise on there is right. I'm not sure where they're getting their numbers from, if they're doing it based on your weight and your activity level. I don't really know. But I use the heart rate monitor to keep myself on track, to keep myself accounted for, you know, so I can log how many calories, and I try really hard not to eat my exercise calories. This is another thing I wanted to talk about. I mentioned in my last week's Weightloss Wednesday that I was eating around 2,000 calories, and everyone was like, 2,000 calories? Like, there's no way, you shouldn't be eating that. No wonder you're not losing weight. Someone was like, yeah, my husband is, you know, athletic in the military, works out every day, blah blah blah, and he eats 2,000 calories. And yeah, I mean, you guys are probably right. I probably should cut my calories down a bit more. If I went to a dietitian, they probably would have me like on a 1,500 calorie diet, no doubt. Like, I'm not denying that 2,000 calories is probably more than I should be eating. However, I've been doing this for 4 months, and I have been eating greater than 2,000 calories every single day since I started. Because when I started, I was 28 pounds heavier, and I think I was like right around 2,200 calories or something. And right now, with the weight that I lost this week, I'm right at 2,000, and I've lost 28 pounds. And until this week, and really like the last couple of weeks, you guys can go back and look at my Weightloss Wednesdays. How often did I work out? Not very often. So MyFitnessPal, the great thing about it is you put in your weight, you put in your gender, you put in your lifestyle, whether you're sedentary, you're lightly active, you're active, or you're very active, and you put in your goal, how much weight you want to lose per week. So right now I have mine at my current weight, that I'm lightly active because I'm on my feet the majority of the time, and that I want to lose 1.5 pounds per week. So that put me at 2,000 calories. It's not like I'm just choosing to do 2,000 calories. It actually is telling me that I'm supposed to be having 2,000 calories. Now if I go in there and put my current weight, put that I'm sedentary and that I don't want to lose any weight, and that I just want, or I'm lightly active but I don't want to lose any weight, I just want to maintain, it bumps me back up to like 23 or 2,400, 2,500 calories, something like that. So it's actually accounting for me losing weight. So to maintain my weight at my height and my age and my build or whatever, I'm actually supposed to be eating more calories. So it does account for you eating less calories and being able to lose weight doing that. I know this is like a bunch of rambling and I don't even know if it makes sense to anybody, but it makes sense to me, and I know if I just stuck to my calories or even just slightly below, I would lose weight every week even without working out. But that's unrealistic. I need to work out to tone my body just to make sure that I don't have saggy stuff everywhere. So that's that. I'm not trying to be ugly about it or anything. I'm just trying to tell you guys where I'm coming from on the calorie count. Now some days I do try and stay like around 17 or 1800 if I'm not going to work. If I go to work, I eat all my calories because I'm on my feet for 12 hours straight. I bust my butt. So I try and eat all my calories if that's the case. So anywho, that was the things that I wanted to talk to you guys about. I hope that you enjoyed this Weight Loss Wednesday. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought. I'm sorry that it was a couple days late. Next week is probably going to be the same thing. I may not get it up till Thursday or Friday. And then, of course, the week after that, the next 2 weeks I'll be in California and I will not be doing Weight Loss Wednesday. So, yeah, wish me luck this week. I'm really, really going to try. I only have 2 pounds to go. So the next Weight Loss Wednesday, you will be able to see whether I reached my 30-pound weight loss goal by the time we leave for California. Ooh, I'm so nervous. I'm going to try really, really hard. Anywho, guys, I hope that you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought, and I will see you next week. Bye!